Welcome to video number 6, content curation strategy number 3. We're going to be covering a specific strategy that covers news and how to piggyback on trending news to get some traffic. Now, before we get started, I do want to say that I would highly recommend that you sign up for Storify.com if you get a chance. If you don't want to use Storify, that's fine. You just need to have some sort of platform that allows you to curate content. Storify just seems to be very, very easy to use. And if you log in, you create an account, this is what you're going to see. You're going to be able to grab information from all of these networks here. You can also click on the plus sign and add more available sources. But what I found that seems to be the most useful for news is to simply click on this embed URL, and then what you're going to do is you're going to find news out on the internet that is trending. So what I'd recommend you do is step number 1, create a Storify account. Step number 2, go to Google and find some trending news that relates to your product indirectly. So let's say, for example, that I am selling some sort of survival kit or something that will allow somebody to not necessarily survive natural disasters, but prepare for survival in natural disasters. So I can go to Google and type in natural disasters. And then I click on news, and then I see what is trending. So as we can see here, officials tour South Dakota towns hit by natural disasters. Study shows that millions of U.S. homes at very high risk from natural disasters. So if I had something in the end that I can show people how to protect their homes from natural disasters, this might be a good thing. Bracing for natural disasters. And if you look for stuff like studies, that's actually something good you can curate content, because people like to look at statistics, case studies, polls, and things like that. It's one thing to have news, it's another to have statistics that prove there is something wrong. So let's say, for example, I take a look at this. And as we can see, millions of U.S. homes at very high risk from natural disasters. So it shows that 10.6 million U.S. homes are at very high risk damage from hurricanes, tornadoes, or earthquakes. That works out to be about 8% of 131 million housing units in the United States. So that's something you could, I wouldn't necessarily copy, but I would quote from the specific site. So never claim that these responses are yours. You always want to give credit to the editor and the article writer and things like that. So just keep that in mind, that as long as you give other people credit for what they wrote and refer back to these links, then you can respond to it relating to your products and services or whatever you're promoting as an affiliate. So if you're promoting a clickbait product or any other affiliate product that, let's say in this example, relates to survival, then that's a great way to monetize. Now, what you need to do is simply grab the URL up at the top here, and then you need to go to Storify, and then under this embed URL here, all you need to do is simply enter that URL here. So I'm going to paste this here. I am going to press enter on my laptop, and you'll see that it grabs this little box. Now all you have to do with Storify is simply drag and drop it over. So drag and drop it over, and that's it. So I can name this something like how to protect your home from natural disasters. So you obviously want to choose something that is related to the content here. You could even say something like, is your home, or how do you know? You say top 10 ways to protect your home from natural disasters. So as I said earlier, if you go back over here, this analysis was really interesting. So I'm going to take this, and this is voanews.com. So I'm going to say something like, according to voanews.com, a new analysis, and make sure you put it in quotation marks because that's what they said. That's not what you said. You can see the article below showing the statistics. And then right below that, you could say something like, here are the top 10 ways to protect your home from natural disasters. So you can say solution number 1, and then solution number 2, and stuff like that. So the whole point of this is to give them value. You're responding in a manner, your reaction is included here to position you as the expert, as the person who knows how to protect homes from natural disasters. So you would say solution number 1, solution number 2, all the way to number 10. And then of course at the very end, so you'd have solution 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then at the very end, you would put something like short response. And of course you could put a link in there that brings people back to whatever you're trying to promote. So I would use content curation in this sense to allow people to be convinced that yes, there are issues with homes from natural disasters. So this is a great way to quickly and easily curate content. At the same time, as you can see, this is not plagiarism because we are giving credit to these articles. Now, a legal warning is that you do this at your own risk. But as long as you don't say something like we found that 10 point something and claim this is yours. Like, don't claim this is yours because it's not yours. But as long as you don't and you just respond to it, then that would be an ethical way of curating content. So of course now when you're done, you can simply click on Save Now up at the top. And of course you can click on Publish. So you can click on Publish Story. And this is what it would look like. So we can say, according to voanews.com, so you're linking back to them, a new analysis shows that blah, 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 blah. And here are some related stories, which is great because with Storify, you can actually get traffic from other Storify content. So people are looking here, they see something related, and of course they'll click on it, and you'll get targeted traffic. So just being on Storify itself definitely will help you get some traffic on the platform itself. You get ranked and indexed into Google as well, which will be helpful as well. So that's just another great way to curate news.